But how it works?
By saving one amount monthly in the Index Universal Life account, you can get excellent growth on your money, safety of your funds, tax advantages when you're ready to withdraw, and with
You're locked on to the number one radio station. Number one radio station.
They play the best music.
Number one. The best music. For your listening pleasure.
You are hungry, come to Cooler Runnings Restaurant. Located at 1802 Near Avenue, corner of Wickham Avenue in the Bronx, we specialize in the best Jamaican and American cuisine, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We are open 24 hours, 7 days a week. We offer free in-house delivery, minimum $20 purchase, and we also have Uber Eats. We do barbecue Thursdays, fish fry Fridays, and seafood Saturdays. For more information, give us a call for our address and menu, 718-324-7484. Once again, that's 718-324-7484. Cooler Runnings Restaurant, simply the best Jamaican food.
Good evening, everyone. Ha, I'm sounding nice and clear, am I not? Well, it is the 6th day, number 6. I'm holding up my 6 fingers here. We made it to day 6, and we're feeling good, feeling so good that it is indeed day number 6. Happy New Year to all my listeners and viewers. If you were not tuned in on Monday and did not hear me wishing you Happy New Year on that day, as a matter of fact, it was day 3. And today we're day 6. Yep. Did you know a child just perhaps turned 6 years old today? Or it is somebody's 6th year anniversary today? Yeah. It is Thursday. Hey. Welcome to Inside the Zone with Lady D, Denise Gomez. The community platform where information is guaranteed. It is now time for another exciting edition of Center Stage, the platform where voices are heard and people connect. And I'm ready to connect with you, and you, wherever you are, whoever you are. Thank you for joining me. In this evening's program, it is brought to you by Cooler Runnings Jamaican Restaurant, 1802 Narita Avenue in the Bronx. And I'd like to say good evening to Soji and Keisha and the crew over there at Cooler Runnings Jamaican Restaurant. The show is broadcast on Linkage Radio 104.5, 101.7 FM, signradio.net, that's Sign FM 88.9, CaribbeanVibesRadio.com, Caribbean Vibes Radio Network, and Touch FM Radio 90.1. In this evening's program, we have our inspirational zone. We get a praise on with excellent gospel music. News zone follows right after a delayed broadcast of the news courtesy of the Jamaica Information Service. Music zone, it's Jazz Music Thursday. Fast Facts, 8 steps to a higher net worth in 2022. And at 7 o'clock, Mail Zone, your emails are my priority. From the subject line, it was a mistake. And at 7:30, Know the Facts with Delia Farquharson, children's mental health and COVID-19. Oh Lord, a lot has been going on. But I'd like to say hello to you and you. If it's your first time, hi, my name is Denise, Lady D Gomez. Don't forget my hashtags ITZ Center Stage, host of Lady D, ITZ Radio, Entertainment Music Radio, Jamaican Lady D, or Jamaican Lady D. Hello everyone, our telephone number is 914-600-4228, 914-600-4228. I'd like to say hi to those of you who are coming in, and then I'll say come on into the room in my YouTube channel, Inside of the Zone with Lady D, Denise Gomez. This is Linkage Radio, your budding and buzzing station, 24/7, 365 days for the year. Are you ready to get your praise on with me? So I'd like to say hi. How are you? How you doing? Yes, I had a good day at work today, and I hope you did too. I have a lot of work to do. I do, and so do you. If you haven't worked in a very long time because you chose not to, then I don't know. But if you work hard and your work is honest and you look forward to being paid for your services, then you have no problem extending your hand for your envelope, or it's by direct deposit. Once again, 914-600-4228, 29 minutes after 6 o'clock. It's a good day. It's called Thursday. And it's now time for us to get our praise on. As I take you down. It's time to get our praise on. Don't forget, if you're tuning in on signradio.net, Touch FM Radio 90.1, CaribbeanVibesRadio.com. This is Linkage Radio, your budding and buzzing station. 24/7, 365 days for the year. I'm so happy you are here with me. And you'll be staying with me, right, until 6 p.m. this evening. I got so much to do, so little time. Let's get the show underway. Let's praise together. My portion, says Jacqueline Carr.
You never knew you'd go through the things you've been through. You never knew that you would fall. But I heard his voice say, years of pain, it is not your portion. Failure, it is not your portion. Sickness, it is not your portion. Poverty, it is not your portion. I have to embrace the promise. You never knew you'd be broken. You never knew you cried the tears that you cried. You never knew you'd lose the things you lost. But I heard his voice say, I have good news, I have good news. That's your portion. Good health, that's your portion. The abundance, that's your portion. Increase, that's your portion. I have to embrace the promise. Somebody needs to remind yourself, I have to embrace the promise. Oh, I have to embrace the promise. Oh, God knows that's your portion. Good health, that's your portion. And the the promise is good news. Wake up to good news. All throughout the day, good news. Even when I lay my head down at night, I declare good news. And I'm so glad the promise doesn't wear out. Every day, I believe God. That's my portion.
Wow, what a rendition by Jacqueline Carr. My portion, my portion, my portion, and I sure do know my portion. Good evening to you, everyone tuning in with me. My name is Denise, Lady D Gomez. It's my Jazz Music Thursday, so you'll be getting some jazz right throughout the show, in addition to my features, etc., etc., etc. How are you? Want to say hi to Mr. Hines and to Al Jam and to MS and that crew. Yeah, from the Let's Talk show. And also those of you who are joining me on my YouTube channel. Want to say hi to Kat and to Pat and to Ryan and to Nadine. Hey, Nadine, I seen you. Ingrid out of Jamaica. Ingrid, so nice to see you. And to my Charlesy from my church. Thank you. And who else is here? Okay, yes, I want to say hi to you. Thank you for tuning in with me this evening here on Inside of the Zone with Lady D, Denise Gomez. It's Center Stage, the platform where voices are heard and people connect. Don't forget, my telephone number is 914-600-4228, 914-600-4228. The show is brought to you by Cooler Runnings Jamaican Restaurant, 1802 Nereid Avenue in the Bronx. It's now time for News Zone, a delayed broadcast of the news, courtesy of the Jamaica Information Service.
Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh, and this is your JIS News for Thursday, January 6, 2022. Prime Minister Andrew Holness is again promising tough action on illegal firearms in the country. Mr. Holness made the pledge while lamenting the recent spate of killings on the island, including the shooting deaths of 2 brothers in Westmoreland and a 10-year-old in central Kingston.
We are strong on this, and our administration is bringing this bill to Parliament, and I am expecting the full support of the Parliament in passing the legislation to show that Jamaica in our 60th year will remove from our society illegal guns and other weapons.
Up to January 5, 9 persons have been murdered by an illegal gun. To complement a new firearms bill, Mr. Holness says government will be addressing the constitutional issues surrounding the state of emergency legislation. In other news, the Prime Minister is urging personal and familial responsibility in protecting the health of Jamaicans as the country manages the COVID-19 pandemic. He was speaking on Wednesday during the annual Heal the Family, Heal the Nation prayer service put on by the Power of Faith Ministries in Portmore, St. Catherine. Mr. Holness reminded citizens that government strategy had shifted from general shielding measures and was focused on learning to live with the coronavirus. As of December 31, the work-from-home order for public sector workers is no longer mandatory, and all schools have been instructed to resume face-to-face learning. There has also been a gradual reopening of the economy, with relaxed measures governing movement, curfews, and the gathering limits at certain events and functions.
We cannot continue to trade off the future for this current state of the pandemic. I believe we have managed it well. People are well informed. People know what to do. Vaccines are available. You know what to do.
Meanwhile, the Ministry of Education is continuing its vaccination of students to achieve the target of inoculating 65% of the school population. Portfolio Minister Favour Williams says the number at the end of December was 32%, with up to 200 vaccination blitzes conducted across secondary schools. While urging Jamaicans to get vaccinated against COVID-19, the minister says parents and adults generally should also emulate students who have been adhering to the COVID-19 protocols.
And I think our children get it. When I see them in schools and even outside of schools, they get it. They get the mask wearing, they get the hand washing, they get the physical distancing. And it's incumbent on us as adults and as parents to follow their lead, to protect ourselves, to protect them, and to get the vaccines. The truth of the matter is we can end this pandemic. We know how. It's within our reach to do so. But we have to do those things that will cause it to end, and one of those is to become vaccinated.
Still on COVID, the World Health Organization, WHO's Director General, Dr. Tedros Ghebreyesus, is expressing optimism that the pandemic will end this year. WHO's Director General made that assertion in a statement on Friday. He says this will need all countries working together to end inequity and lower the risk of the virus evolving.
Narrow nationalism and vaccine hoarding by some countries have undermined equity and created the ideal conditions for the emergence of the Omicron variant. If we end inequity, we end the pandemic. As we enter the third year of this pandemic, I'm confident that this will be the year we end it.
Dr. Ghebreyesus points out that there are many new tools to prevent and treat COVID-19 and has called on countries to work together to reach the global target of vaccinating 70% of the people by mid-2022. And finally, the Natural Resources Conservation Authority, NRCA, has approved the release of 1,324 hectares of land in St. Anne to Noranda Jamaica Bauxite Partners for mining. CEO of the National Environment and Planning Agency, NEPA, Peter Knight, made the disclosure during a virtual stakeholder briefing on Monday. He explains that Noranda's environmental permit application was initially for 8,335 hectares across St. Anne and Trelawney, but the lands that have been approved are confined to a limited geographical area. Mr. Knight says an area totaling 891 hectares was clawed back, thereby reducing the size of the Special Mining Lease, SML, available for mining to 6,183 hectares. Of that area, 1,324 hectares, located exclusively in St. Anne, was released and excludes the district of Madras and the school environs.
The geographical area is the most disturbed area in the SML, and in fact, the area overlaps with the study area where the most detailed assessments were carried out by the consultants, thus allowing for this informed decision. The area primarily consists of secondary forests and fields. No disturbed broadleaf forest. Vegetation cover will be impacted in the geographical area release.
Mr. Knight says Noranda has proposed mining in 5-year cycles. The geographical area approved was included in the 2020 to 2024 Phase 1 cycle and is described in detail in the Environmental Impact Assessment Report. Additional studies are to be done to inform the renewal of the environmental permit and for any future applications for lands outside the area released. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.
That was a delayed broadcast of the news, courtesy of the Jamaica Information Service. Good evening, everyone. You're just joining me. My name is Denise Lady D. Gomez. Welcome to the show Inside of the Zone with Lady D, broadcast on Linkage Radio 104.5, 101.7 FM. Also broadcasting on Touch FM Radio 90.1, signradio.net, CaribbeanVibesRadio.com, my YouTube channel, Inside of the Zone with Lady D, Denise Gomez. If you're on the road, you're hustling and bustling out there, and you want to keep up with what's going on the show, hop on over to the YouTube channel and type in my name, Lady D, Denise Gomez, or Inside of the Zone with Lady D, Denise Gomez, and there you'll see me. Subscribe to the channel. It's right there. White lettering with red shading. Tap subscribe, then you tap the bell, tap all, and you're good to go. I'll pop up literally in your device once I am live. And of course, this coming Saturday at 7 p.m., I'll be interviewing Garnet Walters, and he, by the way, is an Emmy Award-winning musician. Yep. So I'll be live on Saturday evening at 7 p.m. on Inside the Zone with Lady D, Denise Gomez, with my live show called Gifted Fingers Touching Lives. A gift, a calling, a purpose. It ought to be good. And he can play the piano, the keyboard. Ooh, Lord, he is good. So I'm hoping that you'll join me this coming Saturday. You know, and just come on over and say, oh, let me see what Lady D has been talking about. You won't regret it. Okay, some more music for you right here on my Jazz Music Thursday. Hey everyone, are you ready? Are you ready? I'm ready. How about you? Let's go. I just love my jazz music Thursday. Didn't you enjoy that? Ah, you're my lady. My. Instrumental. Good evening, everyone. It's Inside the Zone. My name is Denise, Lady D. Gomez, and it's a good day. I'm here keeping your company until 8 p.m. this evening. A whole 2 hours with yours truly, Lady D. Can you imagine? So you're sitting by the fireside or something nice, right? You just took down your wine glass or your mug or your cup, So you poured your wine into your wine glass, or you just poured some nice hot chocolate or some real Jamaican chocolate tea kind of thing. And you're like, I'm listening to Lady D and I'm just saying, you know what, Lady D, let me just sit with you a while and just hear what you're going on with on the radio. Good evening. How are you? Welcome.
Good evening, Princess. I didn't know your show started. You sound so charming and pretty when you start your show. You make people heart jump.
Donald, that's why you had to run away from me for a little bit. Right? I caused you to run away from me for a little bit. Good evening, my Donald. Nice to hear you.
Good evening, Princess. You sound so... I tried to call you to see if you could play by that music you were playing for the lady who named Lady G.
Oh, Lord.
And it's so pretty, Denise. Mm-hmm. That name, the woman who I'm talking to kicked me to the curb. But do you know my baby mother name is Denise?
Oh, really? Okay. I'm
yes,
hoping
the twin
she's...
mother.
Oh, well, I'm sure she's a nice lady.
Baby, Denise, you're beautiful and nice. What are you talking about?
I hear you, Donald. But good to hear you. It's a beautiful Thursday.
I just want to say hi to you and all who listen to your family and each and everyone. And you sound beautiful. You sound sweet. May God continue to bless you. And I hope we have you to listen for a long while. God bless you. And we're listening to enjoy the show. God bless you.
Thank you, my Donald. Bless you.
That's all I have to say.
And I appreciate
my heart is bubbling.
It. That's a whole lot.
I don't know if you can dig up that song and play it for you. Just stretch your hands up and shake your hands and say that record is yours.
I'll see how I can squeeze it in a little bit. All right. Thank you.
I thank you so much.
Okay.
God bless.
Bye. All right, that's Donald for you. He left me recently, but he has returned, which is a good thing. Some leave and don't come back. So good evening. Hey there. Well, isn't this my sister Morrison saying hi to me over here for 2022? Hey, Sister Morrison, how are you? Thank you for popping over. Want to say hi to Donovan Harris TV. Hey, Donovan. Also, Ingrid out of Jamaica and all my people who are passing through. Freddie, Katya. Good evening, Freddie, and whatever else is going on right there. So hi to you. Welcome, everyone. It's now time for the segment Fast Facts. And this evening in Fast Facts, I have for you 8 steps to a higher net worth in 2022. We all want to just work on our spending or saving or investments or something, to get ourselves situated. Let's be more intentional. Are you ready to join me? I'm sure you are. If you're someone who makes New Year's resolutions, creating a higher net worth is probably on your list. Establishing a plan to achieve this goal is a first step, but know that results will not come quickly. As Scott Allen Turner, a certified financial planner in Dallas, says, wealth is built over time, not overnight. So, let's start talking. Here they say we ought to do some things. Update your budget. I recently asked somebody about budget. They asked me, what is that? Because they don't have anything to budget. I say, you don't have 10 cents to budget, If you already have a budget, and hopefully you do, analyze and update it. After all, no budget can stay the same for long. You get a pet, add a streaming service, or you buy a car, and suddenly your budget changes. Brian Stivers, an investment advisor and founder of Stivers Financial Services in Knoxville, Tennessee, suggests that you start the year by evaluating your monthly budget in buckets of important lifestyle expenses and non-essential expenses, the latter of which might include a gym membership or dining out purchases. Then, make an informed decision on the amount of discretionary income you have for financial goals, Stivers says. Once you have a number in your mind that could go toward retirement or a savings account, start putting that money aside every month. If your budget is already in good shape, consider going a step further and creating a financial plan. Here's another idea: boost your savings. If you don't have one, you absolutely need a savings account. Your savings account, which could also be your emergency fund, needs to grow because if you're borrowing money from yourself, you'll take on less debt, which increases your net worth. Without a savings account to put money aside and help organize your finances, it's hard to imagine becoming wealthy. A savings account is at the heart of any strong financial portfolio. It allows you to manage your cash flow and pay for any unexpected expenses, such as a major car repair, without having to take out a personal loan. If you run into an investment opportunity, a robust savings account may allow you to invest. As long as you're paying your bills, there's no downside to fattening up a savings account and increasing your net worth. Pay off debt. A lot of us are in debt. Mark Charnett, founder and CEO of American Prosperity Group in Pompton Plains, New Jersey, says paying off debt is a crucial early step to building wealth. High net worth individuals tend not to pay a fortune in interest. Your net worth is the sum of liabilities minus assets. So as your debt decreases and your income and assets increase, your net worth goes up. First rule of increasing your net worth is debt elimination and should accompany every financial plan, Charnett says. He adds that you may not be able to wipe out all of your debt quickly, but when repaying credit card debt, you'll always want to pay more than the required minimum. However, when it comes to your mortgage, Charnett says there's currently no need to shell out more than your payment. Some financial advisors suggest a person would be best to accelerate their home mortgage payments. However, with mortgage rates at historic lows, in this financial advisor's opinion, that is the last thing to do. Interesting. And I have 3 minutes to go before Mail Zone. Your emails are my priority. Finally, increase retirement contributions. Next, increase funding to your retirement plan. Many experts suggest putting 10% to 15% of your annual income toward retirement. If you're nowhere near that, aim for saving 1% or 2% more. Small additional contributions, if you're making them every paycheck, will add up over the years. In case you're wondering if you should pay off all your debt and then set up a retirement plan, many financial advisors suggest doing both at one time, assuming it's going to take years to pay off everything you owe. Take a balanced approach to investing the money found in your budget and reducing your debt. Stivers advises, if you have $500 a month for financial planning and have credit card debt, take half to put towards the debt and half towards savings and investments. You'll increase your net worth faster, he says, if you try a balanced approach, as opposed to only saving or only paying off debt. Interesting. How many of us are reevaluating our financial health? I am. Are you? 1 minute to 7 o'clock. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the show once again. It's a pleasure having you here, and it is time for, Mail Zone. Your emails are my priority. What's going on in Mail Zone this evening? It was a mistake. If you'd like to share your story with me, to be featured here on Mail Zone, here on Inside the Zone with Lady D Denise Gomez, then email me, insidethezone@gmail.com. That's insidethezone@gmail.com. Welcome to the feature, Mail Zone. Your emails are my priority.
Two hearts together, we're a harmony so right. Two sparks united, we're a fire burning bright.
For the truth, always brand new. Right from the jump, we had a hunch that we had everything.
Perfect combination. Love plus you and me. A perfect combination. We couldn't ask for any better. Perfect combination. We fit to a team. A perfect combination. With all it takes to last forever. Together. So deep inside we share a
It is now a minute after 7 o'clock. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Mail Zone. Your emails are my priority. My name is Denise Lady D. Gomez. This is Linkage Radio 104.5, 101.7 FM. We're broadcasting on signradio.net, Touch FM Radio 90.1, CaribbeanVibesRadio.com. It's a good day. I'm sure it is a good day. How are you? I trust all is well. And I'd like to share. For some reason, I hold your thought there a moment. Someone is trying to say something to me. Good evening.
Yes, you're so right. Good evening.
Mm-hmm.
How are you? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Ed.
I was listening to the program and I'm saying, some people say you have to get credit cards in this country.
Mm-hmm.
And another talk about debt, to clear up the debt.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say to those people?
Well, for me, initially, the first thing I was told that I have to take out a credit card to establish my credit, which I did. And so far, and I'm talking from a personal perspective now, so far I've been able to manage my card payments monthly very well. I'm very diligent in, how I manage that. Because at some point, the way the credit is established here, they need to determine some kind of track record, what your financial history is like. Have you established credit over the years you've been living here? Eddie?
Yeah, I'm listening.
No, I'm asking you a question. Did you establish credit?
No.
Not in your lifetime, you've never established credit?
No.
You've done everything by cash?
I don't want to establish credit. I open direct deposit.
Okay. So you...
And now that they send the money to your bank, even if you're buying a car, Lady D, just go to your bank. Get rid of the third man. But people don't believe it or whatever. Because the third man borrowed the money and then you,
Yes.
and then they talk about repair credit and a
Mm.
lot of stuff that's not true.
Okay. So we'll deal with this at another time.
Okay, yeah.
I can certainly deal with it at another time from a more informed perspective, and have somebody with that expertise
Yes.
to address that topic. How about that?
Okay, that sounds good.
Nice hearing you. Thanks, Ed.
Okay.
All righty. All right. That's Eddie for you. Thank you for calling in, Eddie. And it's now time for Mail Zone. Let me check my mailbox and see what's going on over here because someone sent me an email. Well, let's see what's in our mailbox. I am wondering. The subject, it was a mistake. I invite you to call me. The line will be open at the end of this letter, 914-600-4228, 914-600-4228. Dear Lady D, I am a 38-year-old man who has found himself in a complicated and deceptive situation. My wife of 4 years just found out a secret I have kept since the day we first met. My girlfriend and I met at an amusement park, when she was his girlfriend, that is. From the moment we looked at each other, we felt something special. Her mother was also with her and looked the same age as her daughter. I started a conversation with them and thought I had found new friends. As the day went on, we enjoyed the rides, laughter, and food. Finally, we said our goodbyes, exchanged numbers, and wished each other all the best. 2 weeks later, we went on our first date. Again, we enjoyed each other's company. 6 months later, we were married. And the wedding was so beautiful, Lady D. I'm a sentimental man and cried at my wedding. But here is what caused everything to go wrong. The resemblance between mother and daughter is so uncanny. On the wedding day, during the reception, I glimpsed the back of who I thought was my wife walking towards the female restroom at the banquet hall. I sneaked into the bathroom to steal a kiss, though it's the female's bathroom. I walked up and wrapped my arms around her waist and kissed her at the back of her neck. As she turned around to face me, she screamed. I was so shocked. Lady D, she was my mother-in-law. But something drew us together, and before we knew it, we were in each other's arms, kissing passionately. For years, we never spoke of it again. Now, years later, the secret popped out at a dinner we hosted for a friend whose wife jokingly remembered me kissing my mother-in-law in the bathroom because she was in one of the stalls. Everyone froze at the table. Lady D, as she spoke, everyone at the table stared at my mother-in-law and at me. All hell broke loose after that. There was nothing I could say to my wife to make her stop yelling. As for her mother, she kept asking her daughter to forgive her. As for me, she threw me out of the house. I love my wife and want her back. What do I do? Holy moly. I can only say holy moly. Good evening to you. Welcome to Mail Zone.
Good evening, lady.
Hello to you there, Madam Hortons.
Okay. You just let me hear music start to play. You say, the zone. Yeah, go start read the letter now about the man and the woman.
Mm-hmm. So I just read
So
it.
you never
You didn't wait to finish hear the letter read.
No, I don't, because I didn't have the phone. And when you talk to Mr. Francis, and after that you say you're going to read the letter now. Welcome to Zone, and then you read a part of it about with the man.
Yeah, but you didn't wait for
woman.
me to be finished then. Did you wait?
No, I never hear it. It's a stop music, stop play.
No, but Okay, so all right. So the long and short of the story, and I'll just paraphrase it for you quickly, is that a gentleman is in distress. When he got married, because his wife and his mother-in-law look so much alike, when they were at the wedding reception, he saw who he thought was his wife going to the restroom at the banquet hall where they had the reception. So he sneaked into the restroom, which is a female restroom, and walked up behind her. And
Jesus.
And so he put his arm around her waist and kissed her at the back of her neck. And the lady spun around and he realizes his mother-in-law, and they're both in shock. But not only were they in shock, they stood there and looked at each other and somehow end up kissing.
Oh my God.
So wait, no, Hortense. So after that, two of them just left. Nobody said nothing. Years later, he and his wife are hosting a dinner for a friend of theirs at their home. And the lady who they're hosting the dinner for, I don't know what possessed her, but she just broke out saying if they remembered how they were kissed in the bathroom. They didn't know anybody was in the bathroom. She was in one of the stalls. And she saw them. As to why she would have popped that out there, nobody knows. And so it created a big rift, and the wife asked him to leave the house. And he says he made a mistake. He wants his wife back. That's it.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
What is your take? And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, the line is now open. Have you ever heard any such thing? What would you do? Call 914-600-4228, 914-600-4228. Yes, Hortense?
But they were in the same dress?
Maybe it was the color, not necessarily the dress. I can't tell you how that happened. The man just lost himself.
Oh, God.
But for years, the two of them held it down. That happened, and they just kept moving. But someone decided to burst it out.
Nosy one. Mm-hmm. Nosy Parker.
That is
Parker, man.
So Andrea says, Lord have mercy. Hortense, I have about 3 calls holding on the line. Let me go to numbers ending 48528. Who is that?
Happy New Year again, Lady D.
My dearest Yam lady, how are you? Happy New Year to you.
I am blessed. You see when people know their own mind their own business? Because right there, so now, look, all these years gone by.
Right.
Why did she has to come in the middle of an enjoyable thing going to mention something like that? I think she is envious. Probably she grudged the wife for the way the way they are living. And she just decided, no, let me see if I can split it up. I'm going to sit and listen.
All right. Thank you both.
All right.
Thank
Good
you,
night.
Hortense. Let's see who else is on the line. Good evening.
Good evening, Queen.
Good evening to you, sir. How are you, my king?
Life is good.
Mm-hmm.
You see, we're gonna say the woman, and for other persons may say she chat too much, but you see, God is in the midst of everything, and when it's dishonesty, God don't like ugly, and He give beauty for ashes.
Mm-hmm.
And how I look at it, that was so, on your wedding, you mistakenly hug and kiss somebody. It's one thing. But when you each person turn around
and look
with
at
a
each
makeout
other
on your wedding day, you're condemned from that very same day. You're condemned.
Lord, I
that
tell
man
you.
was condemned himself from that same day. So it was only a time for he pay severely for the crime to which he commit. He was condemned on the very same day. How can you, on your wedding day, mistaken your wife already?
It is.
On your wedding day.
When I read it, I'm like, how do we discuss
What
this
was
now?
he thinking? The woman should put him out long time, never to return, and I hope she listened to never to return. That was a cruel act. How can you mistaking your wife is one thing, but then you have a full makeout on your wedding day?
Yes.
So little more you had someone pregnant on your wedding day. What kind of man are you? You are not in love with your wife. Evil. I curse it as evil. The Lord don't like ugly and give beauty for ashes.
Yes.
That was a gravely injustice to the woman on her wedding day. Don't play with weddings. Don't you play. You just take a oath in front of God, and then you're going into the bathroom to break that very oath to which you just take in front of God and man. You're a wicked person.
Because the fact that when they turned around, I don't know.
And
When they
see each other. What kind of evilness are both of you? So evil that don't even think about the person, the bride out there that you've been doing all this to. Don't even think that, oh my God, what if my wife find out? You don't think nothing of the sort. The woman who break it out did not do nothing wrong. This goes to show all of us, whatsoever you've done in the dark is going to reveal itself, even at your dinner table, is going to reveal itself to you. You can't hide from God very long. And the devil also reward you because he see that you're playing the games. And that's why I tell people, never you play with the devil, because he have a way to just throw you out with the bath and the water.
Yes.
Evil.
Thank you, Ryan.
He should lose everything. That's my take.
Yes.
Don't take him back. Don't take him back. Get them out of your life. That woman was evil, and he must even tell him to go sleep with her. Tell him to go marry to her. Over.
Thank you.
Bye, Queen.
All right. Okay. Bye. Oh, Lord. 914. I did say, oh, dear.
Lady D.
Yes, Eddie. Let me hear your take.
These people were friends a long time.
What, the mother and the son-in-law?
The mother and the daughter, yeah, they were cheating.
No,
But
I
the
don't.
daughter
I
didn't
don't. I don't know. I don't know about that part. I don't think so.
You don't think so, Lady D?
I don't think so. I
He
think.
know
I
what
think.
he was doing. He
I
knew
think
what
it was,
he was doing.
Well. Here the thing. Let me back up, because the moment he met her first at the amusement park, he saw her, and he said how much they had looked alike. So I think maybe he had a little attraction for her.
Hard Lady D, I don't want to hold up your time. I have seen it. I've seen it. People cheat with their own in-laws and things. A lot of women married to this man, and when she see the brother, she start move around with the brother because he may looks better, have more money, and things like that. Things happen. For years, what is going on is something real. It's not a gimmick. It's something real. That happen every day, Lady D.
Yes, sir. I hear you. I heard you.
Okay.
Hear your viewpoint. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. 914-600-4228. Interesting. Have you heard? Have you just joined in? Well, mother-in-law and son-in-law kissed in the bathroom. He thought it was the wife. When the woman turned around, it was his mother-in-law. At the reception, and they still end up staring each other in the eyes, kind of thing, and pop kissing in the bathroom. Who is on the line with me? Welcome to Mail Zone.
Good night.
Good night
I'm
to
calling
you.
about that question they have about the husband kissing the mother-in-law.
Yes, who am I speaking to? All right.
Yvonne.
Yvonne?
Yes.
Hi, Yvonne. Welcome. Go ahead. Let me hear your thought.
Well, my thought is that he should never have done it and keep it for so long. They should have revealed it long ago. And the woman that revealed it, she's not wrong. She's right. And she should have he should have done it long time ago. And knowing that they married for so long, I don't know how long they married, but it's his fault, and he shouldn't have done that. It doesn't matter because they look alike. He should have known the mother different from the daughter.
That's right.
All right,
Yeah.
Yvonne.
It's his fault. He break up his own marriage. He should have told his wife from the same night. He should have told her. So the Bible said, "What's in darkness must come to light," and that's what happened to him.
Yes.
God don't like ugly.
Thank
so he
you.
has to blame himself.
Is it the first time you're calling me, Yvonne?
Yes, it's my first time.
Well, Happy New Year to you.
Same to you too. Thank you. Have
I
a
hope
blessed
you
night.
won't be a stranger.
Thank you.
All righty. Thank you for calling. 914-600-4228. Do you have a comment? What a mix-up blender kind of thing. Oh, Lord Jesus. This is past mix-up and blender. Oh, my gosh. Because the fact that... All right. So we understand that, you know, people can lust at each other. You can genuinely find someone appealing, you know, but you are committed to someone. So we know these things happen. We're not crazy that they don't happen, nor are we excusing the fact that we're infallible beings and we're susceptible to some really, really serious misconducts. However, if you know that you're at your wedding, what you gone? Even if he sneaks in bathroom, because maybe that's their thing. They like to, you know, be playful and stuff. But if after you realize it's not her, and the mother-in-law realize it's not who she perhaps have any involvement with, what you going bother to be staring at each other in the eye for? That is just a big setup for yourselves right there. And passionate kissing. Lo and behold, the woman was in one of the stalls waiting to come out. I'm like, she must be saying, what a something. And it's interesting that it came out right there. She just blurted out while they were all laughing and having dinner, as if to say, well, everybody knew. When nobody knew, except the three of them and God. Well, that's unfortunate. Welcome to my YouTubers. It's nice to see my Andrea out of Barbados. Also my AG. Aldit says, when you think you have heard everything, something else pops up. I tell you. Welcome to Mail Zone. How are you?
I'm good. Ready? Let me say, we know a woman that did it to her daughter. They was not married. They were living together. Are you know a lady?
No, sir, but that's
I'm
all
gonna
right.
tell you when I see you. I'm gonna tell you.
Oh, Lord, Eddie, me no want to know.
You know
No.
why?
No, I don't need to know.
Okay.
I
But
don't
these
need to
things-
know.
These things happen so every day.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
this woman cheated her daughter's boyfriend.
Yeah,
And it lasted a long time.
again, to the best of
It
us,
lasted a long time, yes.
to the best of us, I'm telling you, things can happen. You can get distracted and veer off into territories you have no business. I am telling you. But if you realize that this is, hey, I need to stop, back up, or run, then do that. You know? so that the thing is not prolonged. Now, clearly, Eddie is of the view that maybe they were still having something going on. I don't know about that. I'm not feeling that, though he admittedly said that, he saw them at the amusement park and how she looked like her daughter and blah, blah. But I don't know. I really don't know.
Maybe that you call love at first sight, Lady D.
But they couldn't marry.
They couldn't marry.
They couldn't marry.
They couldn't marry.
Yeah.
Unless they're going to change to some other religion. Most them.
Right. Oh, Lord. Let me take another call. Thanks, Ed.
Okay.
Welcome to Mail Zone. How are you? Good evening.
Yes, Princess, I just want to let you know that I know one with my own. I am not lying.
Mm-hmm.
I know they both live together in the same house, and the mother is going with the daughter boyfriend. And I'm not telling you this. I know this from my brain, ma'am.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
So it's a lot of that is going on, Princess.
It requires a lot of, there's a term they would use in Jamaica, a lot of gumption. To do certain things.
When people call the mother, the men take away the phone from the mother.
What?
So you know what goes on, okay? And they live together in the same house, ma'am.
Mm-hmm. Story.
I can't say anymore.
No.
Thank you for this program. God bless you. You have a one.
All right, Donald. Thank you. Oh, boy.
All right.
26 minutes after 7 o'clock. At 7:30 p.m., I'll be having Delia Farquharson with Know the Facts with Delia. And we'll be talking about children's mental health and COVID-19. How are they performing? How are they doing? Really? What are the percentages of children who now have developed some kind of disorder? What are their grades like? All those things we need to assess, especially here in Mount Vernon, New York. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. It's a good Thursday. I'm so glad that you're here with me, keeping my company and participating while we're at it. It is indeed one of those things that happen to us in life, but as we go on and we go on and we go on, we're gonna ride it out with Sade, The Sweetest Taboo. This is some taboo, wouldn't you say? Center stage, the platform where voices are heard and people connect. So my hot hands, I'm wrapping up this segment now, so I'm gonna love you. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And leave you.
Okay,
and you keep listening. Thank you, my love.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Mail Zone, your emails are my priority. Don't forget, email me insideofthezone@gmail.com. And some people are really, really emailing. Some of them I can't bring here, though. It's my Jazz Music Thursday. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Inside the Zone with the Lady D, Denise Gomez, this coming Saturday evening at 7 p.m. Join me live for Gifted Fingers Touching Lives, a gift, a calling, a purpose. My guest will be Garnet Walters. Did you know that he was an Emmy Award winning he arranged a song, yeah. And he can play. And this Saturday morning at 10 a.m., join me for Saturday morning runnings. Yeah, I'm rocking while I'm saying good evening to you. Welcome.
Happy New Year to you, Lady D.
I tell you there, Delia Farquharson. It's good. Happy New Year to you, too. How are you, Delia?
I am doing well, Lady D. How are you?
It's a good day. I'm here rocking to Sade's Sweetest Taboo and giving out scoop on people and their story and, you know, all of that on a Thursday evening.
It's an evening for that because you see what it's like out today.
Yes.
So it's a good evening for that.
Mm-hmm. And we should get a little, I don't know, snow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow. Well, listen,
Inches, I say.
I don't mind. I tell people I'm not living in a tropical climate anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd like to experience the seasons in these climatic conditions. So if during the winter time and it is consistently warm, something is wrong. It was not created to be that way. We should be worried. Mm-hmm. And the snow has its purpose.
That's
so
right.
I leave it there. So welcome, Delia. It's another Thursday.
Thank you, Lady. It's my pleasure.
Or first Thursday in the year 2022. He has taken us over to day 6, and you and I are so grateful.
Yes, we are. Glory to God.
Yes. Welcome, everyone. Don't forget, this is an interactive segment as well. 914-600-4228. Delia will be talking about, you know, the effects of COVID on our children. What are the mental health issues? Some of the statistics that have come out. And my concern is, how are they doing academically? Are their grades falling? What is this like in this new way of learning? Some of them are doing exceptionally well, managing as they're being monitored, or even being independent in understanding this online learning methodology. But not many of them are doing well at all. They're distracted. They don't have the help. And then there are those who are constantly on their devices and social interaction is almost non-existent because they've had to be locked away. There are lockdowns that have happened. They miss their friends. You know, it's a lot. And especially for children who they do have siblings, but because of the devices that they have in their homes and everybody's glued so much, they don't even know how to have conversations, how to be playful with each other. So there are a lot of variables to consider when there is a serious mental breakdown. So Delia, what's your take?
You know, Lady D, you're right to focus on the fact that so many of our children are not doing well academically. But as you've heard me say over the years, Lady D, if there's no health, there's really no life without having sound mental status. If your mental health is not balanced, you really can't learn, you can't function.
Mm-hmm.
So and I shared some of those, I shared the article from the Pew studies with you, Lady D, but what all the indications are that there's a pandemic within the pandemic. And I know you and I have talked about it before.
Yes.
But the statistics are really alarming when it comes to the children. When you think about how many more of them, ADD, are presenting with mental health conditions.
Mm-hmm.
How many more of them, Lady D, have attempted suicide?
Yes.
Or completed suicide?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it is really so, you know, what the Pew Research study says, Lady D, is that the children are experiencing a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress, they can't sleep, and that is impacting their ability to function. Now, when you combine that with the fact that they're isolated or separated from their friends and their social settings, and that there are things going on in some of these homes that the children now have to be exposed to 24/7. At least they would get a break for 8 or 9 or 10 hours to go to school. But no, they don't get that break. So these children are being constantly exposed to all kinds of chronic stress.
Yes.
You know, so just think about it. In 2020, they said, according to the CDC, emergency department visits for suspected suicide attempts in adolescents jumped by 31%.
Mm-hmm. That's a
So
whole
we
lot.
know that our children are suffering.
Mm-hmm. And that was in comparison to 2019.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They
and
say
girls are at higher risk.
Yes. They say in February and March of this year, emergency department visits for suspected suicide attempts were 51% higher among girls aged 12 to 17 than during the same period in 2019. That's a lot.
It is a lot.
That's a
and
lot.
It is a lot. So think about this, lady. One of the things, right, is that they say, okay, so who's supposed to be supporting these children? A lot of them are supported by the staff in school, whether teachers, psychologists, social workers.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't have enough of those. Those people are, again, now experiencing their own problems.
Mm-hmm.
So the people who are supposed to be supporting and helping these children navigate these difficult times, they're not as available, or they have more children that they have to serve.
Yes. And then you do have situations too where a child is, exhibiting certain mannerisms and behavioral patterns, and you do find friends, family who will be saying, oh, they're just acting out, or they don't have anything to do, when they're really melting down. They just shrug
true.
it aside, and it stays
Right.
there until it blows up.
festers.
Yes.
Right, and festers, because, it might exhibit itself as, nervousness, bedwetting, acting out behavior in younger children, and then as bullying and other kinds of defiant behavior in the older children. But if the parents don't know what they're looking at and don't know when to ask for help, then it's festers.
It's bad. And as we're here talking, I'm saying to myself that we in our age group, we talk a lot about what it was like when we were growing up, but it is so different because we learned how to socialize with our peers in our community. So we were always outside. We were very energetic. We had times of discipline, right? We knew when it was time to do our homework. We knew when we needed to be home, even though they had to call some of us to come to our yard. But we knew that after a certain time, you need to be home. And when you're home, you knew there was also family time. Because for me, assembling in our living room or on our back porch since I had a back porch, was our family time when we're interacting with cousins and aunties and grandparents and so on. Now it's so different. Everybody is in isolation in their own quarters.
Yeah.
So children are just locked in their rooms on their devices. Parents are doing the same thing. If there's a parent who is doing online studies or they're in the education system and you're working online, everybody's so engrossed in what they're doing that the communication becomes so limited. It's only when you need to have dinner, if you're commanding someone to go to the bathroom, or you really need to just speak to somebody. Failing that, it doesn't happen. So right in our homes, there is that new dynamic which is also impacting everybody negatively.
Of course. And just think about it, Lady D, because as you're talking, it dawns on me. So a 6-year-old child, right, who is experiencing this, we're going into the 3rd year in a Lady D. So almost half of their lives.
Yes.
Right? This is the experience that they've had, almost half of their lives. Just think about, what kind of impact that has on your brain. Because now you're starting to think that this must be the way life is, and it doesn't feel comfortable. But, just think about that.
So then, here you have them, at least many children, who are returning to in person. I mean, they have even coined new phrases, right? You're going back to school. And you have a teacher now having to stand before these children who were locked away from her or him for so long, and having to reinvent the wheel of trying to figure out what level did we leave them at while they were online, now that they're back in school, what the evaluation process is like. How are they relating to the in-person all over again? All those things play a part, I believe, in revealing where we are in our overall education system here in the United States. Because years ago, they had said that we were 33 on the world's scale of,
I think we're 51 now.
Oh Lord! So that's well, so that's
right. so
oh dear Lord!
Things have not improved. Overall, things have not improved, and they know you pile a pandemic on top of that.
Yes. And just when we think that it's improving, then we get another wallop.
Yeah.
So, the word COVID, you have COVID, then you have Omicron, right? What else they're coming up with now?
There's another one coming, right?
Yes, or it's already out, name something.
And then you have the flurona. Is it flurona? Or the flurona, right? They have the flurona.
Yes. So, I would love if we could hear from a parent, because last year, during the month of June, in May, when I had the Child Month feature, I interviewed several children, right, who gave me an account of how they were doing and so on. And I even had a teacher. I interviewed a teacher who explained how she had now, learned to transition from in-person to online and how much harder it is. Yes, she said it was a really grueling process to be managing them online, because unlike seeing them person to person, you could call out a name and say, hey, stop your talking. The online, managing them online and ensuring that they're all there and that they're focused. It's really very difficult to do.
It is. You know, Lady D, I work with children even throughout all of this. And I can't tell you, I mean, I was just talking to a little girl just before I came on with you. And what she was saying to me is she goes to a special school. And there are 7 children in her class. And she said that many days, now that they've transitioned back to virtual, she said there are many days when she's the only one at school. She's the only one in the class.
Oh.
So even with the virtual, so I said, what is causing your classmates to not come on? She said some of them don't have the devices that have the internet, that have access. So even if they wanted to, ladies,
they can't.
They don't have the ability and the access. So that must be double hard because, you know, maybe you don't want to do virtual school, but at least it's some school, at least it's some interaction. But can you imagine you don't even have that opportunity?
Yes.
To even say you hate virtual because you can't.
You can't have it. So the experience
Right.
they don't have.
So I think that, you know, one of the things, Lady D, I think we need to really be mindful because the numbers are mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing for all of us. I think the incidence of mental illness and all of these things it's just increased significantly. But we all must have our eyes open on the children because they, I think, are suffering and experiencing this in a more negative way than all of the adults.
And it's a new way of living. It's just, boy, you know, I say to myself, can you imagine when they become adults, what accounts they'll be giving as we would have given about when we were growing up? They're going to talk about half the time they didn't see anybody. You know,
and how that is affecting the brain, Lady D, because you know this is the time of great brain development. Where the brain is growing, and to not have the socialization when we are social beings, it's really hard.
Yes,
really difficult.
It is. But Delia, as always, we continue to discuss the areas of concern that affect so many people and to bring awareness to these topical issues. Yes, we see.
Yes,
them.
and you know it's really important. I am most concerned about our children, and I want our community, our listeners, to be paying attention to any child that you are in contact with, to listen to them, hear what they're saying, spend some time really listening to them, ask how they're doing, and wait for them to answer.
Yes.
Right? Wait for them to answer so that you can really get a sense and really get the opportunity to assess whether or not this child is doing well, needs a hug, needs something, needs an opportunity to share how they're feeling so that they're not bottling up the feeling.
Well, I thank you so much for sharing with us this evening. And I know you're doing so much in your community and, you know, in your professional life. You're helping so many people, so we thank you.
Thank you, Lady B. It is always, always my pleasure. What year is this for us? This is our 6th year. What year is it?
You know, I should go back. I should go back.
You know, Lady B, but you know, it is my pleasure to come on and to speak with you. You always lend clarity, and just talking about these things, I hope it helps even one person to think about this experience that we're all collectively going through in a different way.
Yes. Thank you so much, Delia. I appreciate you, and so does our audience.
Take care, Lady D. All the best, and Happy New Year again.
Same to you. Bye-bye. That's Delia Farquharson. Each and every first Thursday, Know the Facts, right here on Inside the Zone with Lady D, Denise Gomez. Welcome, everyone. Winding down nicely. It is now 7:49 p.m. The show ends at 8. It is brought to you by Cooler Runnings Jamaican Restaurant, 1802 Narita Avenue in the Bronx.
When you are hungry, come to Cooler Runnings Restaurant. Located at 1802 Nerid Avenue, corner of Wickham Avenue in the Bronx, we specialize in the best Jamaican and American cuisine, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We are open 24 hours, 7 days a week. We offer free in-house delivery, minimum $20 purchase, and we also have Uber Eats. We do barbecue Thursdays, fish fry Fridays, and seafood Saturdays. For more information, give us a call for our address and menu, 718-324-7484. Once again, that's 718-324-7484. Cooler Runnings Restaurant, simply the best Jamaican food.
Welcome back, everyone. Of course, if you're joining me for the first time, I'd like to say welcome to Linkage Radio 104.5, 101.7 FM. I'm broadcasting on Touch FM Radio 90.1, signradio.net, and CaribbeanVibesRadio.com. At 8 o'clock this evening, roll over to CaribbeanVibesRadio.com with Chris Wilby for the smooth groove, and he'll take you to a whole nother place from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Chris, I know you're hearing me. Don't forget our telephone number is 914-600-4228, 914-600-4228. They say we're going to get some sprinkles. Yeah, I love snow. I do. I love snow. I'm not going to lie. I do love when it snows. I like to see it on the outside. And I don't know, has it started to snow yet? In my forecast on my device, it tells me 8 p.m. You see anything happening there? So by 8 p.m., I can't see a thing. So you can tell me. But I hope we get a little bit. Something. Just, something significant. Come on now. It's January 6th. Something need to happen. We need to go on record here. Yep. So welcome. Ryan, some time to... Oh, yes, Ryan. I'll be doing that in a few minutes, of course. It's so good to see all my YouTubers. And by the way, I hope to see every one of my YouTubers Saturday morning at 10 for Saturday morning runnings, and at 8 for Gifted Fingers Touching Lives. Lord, that should be a great show. I'm looking forward to it. So all those of you who are avid listeners of the station, you do have a smartphone, right? It has YouTube on it. I invite you to go on over to YouTube, type in your search bar, Inside the Zone with Lady D Denise Gomez. Once you find me there, you just tap on the word subscribe, and
I thank you for a wonderful day. The day was very pretty, but just remember you did not say snow. You said freeze out. Hello?
I said what? Donna.
No, you didn't say snow after you said freeze out first. Hello?
Oh, okay. I hear you. All right, sir. Okay. No problem.
Well, thank you for a wonderful evening, Miss Freeze Out.
All right. Thank you, Donald.
All right, lady.
Okay, bye. Oh, Lordy. Okay, so don't forget to subscribe to my channel, okay? Our telephone number is 914-600-4228, 914-600-4228. It's so good to hear Donald. I'm not lying. When I heard Donald on Monday, I nearly dropped out my chair because I have been asking for him for so long, and then he showed up. Chris Wilby. Of course, I'm listening on Caribbean Vibes Radio Network. Good evening, Lady D and everyone. Welcome, Chris Wilby. Alrighty, got some music for you before I skedaddle out of here. It is my Jazz Music Thursday. Yeah, I did tell you that it's my Jazz Music Thursday, did I not? Mm-hmm. Oh, man, that was good. That was good a while ago. I just sat here. Yeah, gotta go. My name is Denise Lady D. Gomez. The show is called Inside the Zone with Lady D. Aired Mondays 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. and Thursdays 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Hey, Bet, welcome. Betty, know I can dance, you know. I can do from Kung Fu fighting right down. Betty. Oh, Lord. I can do anything. I can do salsa, jazz, everything. So Betty know me. I taught Kung Fu fighting. Betty, you remember? Oh, gosh. That's so funny. I had students, two students, Betty and Claude. Oh, God. I'm sorry, everyone. Oh, dear Lord. Ain't no woman like the one I got. Somebody saying that this evening. It has been a good day. Just being here with you from 6 to 8 p.m. And now I gotta go. But I'm wishing for you a great weekend. And don't worry, I'll be back on Monday, God willing, to do it all over again with the Monday Drive, keeping you in the know in the city you walk, drive, and reside. So don't worry about it. Say, oh boy, I can't wait to see Lady D on Monday. And you will see me on my YouTube channel, Inside the Zone with Lady D, Denise Gomez. That's the name on my birth certificate. My birth certificate. Enjoy your weekend. Thanks to Cooler Runnings, Jamaican Restaurant, 1802 Nereid Avenue in the Bronx, for sponsoring the show. I got so much rolling out for you. You're just gonna jump and say, yes, she did it. Yeah, I got some things coming. Stick and stay with me. Thanks to everyone who participated and those of you who spent the time to listen. This is your budding and buzzing station, 24/7, 365 days for the year, Linkage Radio. A lot of love and blessings, everyone. This is how I do. My Jazz Music Thursday taking you out. Don't forget this Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Join me for Saturday morning runnings live on my YouTube channel. And at 8 p.m., Gifted Fingers Touching Lives, a gift, a calling, a purpose. See you then. As always, love yourselves, love your children, and remember in everything you do, it is the will of God concerning your life. Love, love, love. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Blessings, everyone. I am out of here.
your listening pleasure.
There are radio stations within the air, but to this none can come.